Hello, hi there. Welcome to our monthly. I can finally say proudly that it is monthly because it's like fifth month in a row, I hope, webinar. So I think that we can start. So thank you so much for coming. Quick note that this webinar will be recorded and the recording will be first of all sent to you to the email you're registered from, and it will also be uploaded to the YouTube so you can check it out anytime. I hope that webinar will take like roughly 20-25 minutes for the webinar itself, and then we have a Q&A part. And you can ask questions here anytime in the comment section, or there is a ask a question button, I believe here. So you're very welcome to ask questions. Sometimes we'll make pauses and we'll answer everything in the end. So let's get it started. Let me share the screen, the UI, share the screen. I think which one do I need? This one, I believe. Too many tabs, I think you do also have a lot of tabs. So as always, we do have wonderful presentation with incredible memes. I hope you love them. So what are we going to go through today? First of all, I'll guide you through recent import updates and our plans on that. Then I will show you what have we done with AI, and I sincerely hope that after the webinar you will not go but run to test it out because it's pretty powerful already. And I failed to group those features in a better way than this one. So there will be just tons of other updates which are not grouped by a specific theme, and then we have a Q&A. So before that, some stats, just some random numbers because I love numbers and we do love memes. So there were like 4 Thursdays and 4 releases. I would say that May was pretty calm month in terms of a number of features released and their like popularity. We also fixed 57 bugs. However, we created almost 200 new bugs compared to the last month where we like discovered only 80 new ones. Not sure whether it is good or bad, but it's also thanks to your reports and intercom and community. Like everything is noted. Uh, More than half of them was fixed already. Good news, and some of them we decided not to fix. That's true. I think 5 of them we decided not to fix. We also grew in revenue more this spring. I'm not sure that you need this information, but we were happy. So sharing this dopamine with you and met in person in Poland. And also, to be honest, thanks to you, because thanks to your comments in LinkedIn, where you mentioned, so how was that your team haven't met in such a long time. So our CEO somehow listened to it, and we had a company retweet. So thank you so much for that. Okay, now let's go for the import. Import is the area we're currently focused on. Now our eyes on a better CSV import, and we are also thinking and like improving existing integrations like Notion or Airtable to make them more powerful and to make migration smoother. So, what are we cooking from what have we cooked already from import perspective? So first of all, we're trying to make it more discoverable. So now you have this like import data button, and now there are two blocks, CSV and CSV beta. And we are improving CSV 2.0 beta to move it from beta because, well, it was in this state for 2 years already. And we'll remove the normal CSV. So what had changed? Let me upload the file. Okay. Hope you can still see me. Yeah, great. So now you can specify the number type, and you can also make it like money or percentage. Unfortunately, inside it, during the import, it's not possible to specify the currency, but it's possible after the import. You can now also import assignees. They can go to the people field. It wasn't possible before, so now you can also like migrate assignments, not creation date, or not created by, unfortunately, but and a responsible person. Here, the logic is the same as with relations because people field under the hood is like relation field, so we'll map it by the name. So please make sure that the name what you have in your file is the same as the name of the user that you have in Fibery. Um, Relations now supported. Yes, it was a shame that that CSV 2.0 didn't support relations well, and we do also now support location field. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah. No, I want to get a new field. Okay. No, new field. Location, there we are. So regarding the location, unfortunately, we do not parse locations by the name of the city or of the country, rather like numbers. So regarding the format, we recommend using like this coordinate parser as as the guidance. Which kind of location addresses can we get imported? Um, and yeah, the name. So current recent import updates, location field, people field, relation field, import new database, and better number field formatting. This is what we have. What are we going to improve? So also it will be possible to update the current data with import, which was not possible before. It will be possible to import pages content from Notion. Before we only had like markdown export import. We'll make it more discoverable and like something between permissions. Now only admins can import the data, and it will be possible to allow no admins to import the data as well. I think this is planned for the next like couple of months. Okay, this is it about the import. What do we have next? AI updates. These will be very challenging to show, but I hope I will not fail. So we released Smart Agent and Smart Agent in automations. Um, how does it work? A smart agent is aware of the data that lives in your workspace. Like it's like a very powerful, even chatbot, I would say. So you can ask different questions around your Fibery data. It is aware about rich texts in databases. It can generate different kind of reports and do other cool things. Please note that it doesn't have access to the files. So if somewhere you have files attached, it doesn't see it. And there is also Smart Agent in automations. So I will give you a little bit shameful, but still, I think, very impressive example. So we will start, I think, with a Smart Agent with automations. What do we have here? There is a database which is called AI prompt, and it has a relation to the AI reports database. Like it's just our way to use it. You can have other scenarios. And here we have two different prompts, and now they run by the click of the button, but you can make it on shadow as well. And we will start from the most shameful to the less shameful. So here, like we have a rich text field, which is called prompt. Why do we use rich text field and not automation like itself? Just because it's more pleasant to use. It supports like native markdown, etc. So our use case is that we have a daily channel in Fibery where our teammates post what are they working on right now, like yesterday, today. So like we could keep the context and didn't have those like daily meetings or weekly ones or meetings at all. We hate each other. Okay. So every teammate posts something that they're working on with all the mentions. And you can also like rate with emojis. You can comment something if you want to. But Michael always has a cortisol that not everyone is posting regularly, and also that it's hard to have a global overview. But the first problem that you like cannot push users, sorry, teammates to write something down regularly was a big problem. And to analyze that, haha, you never post was also challenging because like analytics for comments is not that easy to have. So comments are very tricky, and this is why, like, the prompt contains, this is why I called it shameful, contains some JavaScript to navigate smart agent to work with comments. We will improve this in the next month, I believe. But we asked smart agent to check daily channel, what people are writing in comments, and make an aggregative report, what they are working on, how many times they posted, and what is the global vibe. So this is the prompt. Michael told that he spent on this prompt and for testing, experimenting about like 8 hours, and I believe him. So here he gave also an example how it has to look like the final result. And then there is a button which is called run. I mean, like, not very original. And this button calls an action which is called override result via smart agent. So we are calling smart agent in automations, and it has to rely on the prompt. So as you see, I had two options, like either to use the rich text in the card itself, or to write the whole script here. As you see, like, it's just not that friendly, unfortunately. And once it is done, we want to add AI reports item, which will just duplicate the name and the result. Why do we need it? Because maybe I want to run this prompt like on a weekly or on a monthly basis. So just having an extra long document doesn't sound like a good idea. It's better to have like entity per report. I will not run it right now, to be honest, just because the execution takes like I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes, and I don't think this is a good idea just like staring here. But I will give you an example of the real report we had on 31st of May. So that was weekly comments report for daily channel, and we see the name, number of comments, day by day. And like what we failed so far is like to make the nice lines, but still nice, still good. And like we can check the global overview. And this is how much time did it take. Sometimes it hallucinates and adds a new in place, but this is always fun. So far, it doesn't understand the test users and those that are on vacation. This is why like zero is not because they're bad persons, they were on vacation. But I think this is like pretty nice overview. And this is how the first one looked, more improved one. You can also check, for example, vibe summary, like energy, the moral, the focus, and of course, subjective judgment from the AI itself. So, like Michael, productive, focused with a mix of challenges and progress, maintaining a determined and optimistic vibe. Sense of ongoing struggle and frustration with complex technical challenges. Yes, that's the person working on permissions. Um, I don't know, slightly stressed Sergey. That's fine. He's one of the CTOs, so all good here. Um, so I think like this is pretty nice, and you can experiment with prompts yourself. And we have also another example. This is the fresh feedback, and here the prompt is much more simple. Like we capture feedback via highlights database. Oh my God, there's someone in here. Create a clever report for all highlights created for the last 30 days, like analyze the feedback and give me the insights. It also took a while to run. In fact, we planned to show it to you directly on this demo, but 5 minutes, that's too much. So what do we have here? It grouped the key findings, the top product areas our customers are interested in, some recurring patterns that he found, and recommendations. And what is also nice, remember I told you it can generate reports. So for example, this is how the report looks like. It was generated automatically. My hands like didn't take anything in here. So you can check it by the feedback type. You can check by theme. So what was it about? Some key insights look like this, and some kind of recommendations. So you can ask not to generate it, you can ask to generate it. This is up to you. This is how the report may look like. You can have the same one about financial topics, for example. I'm a customer success. I'll be curious to know like what had changed across the most important customers. Product guys can think something about the feedback. A development team can also track like the progress. Maybe it can be a nice thing for the retrospective. So this is up to you to decide how do you want it to use. And in terms of smart agent itself, so you can make this process repetitive with automations. I really encourage you to play around, or you can ask directly a smart agent the kind of question. So I just copy pasted the prompt we used in automation on the previous page here. It first clarifies what it is going to do, like you agree on it, and here it can also like give you the answer, like I think pretty impressive one, like emotional landscape, even like emerging currents. And as you see, like the prompt is very simple. Just I told him not to mention customer data because we were planning to show it on the demo. Do not generate reports or files just to save the time. But the quality, I would say, is pretty high. So if you want one-time answer or testing, go with a smart agent. If you found out a prompt and you want to make like repetitive reports, no matter what the topic is, please go with the automations. Uh, Need to mention that unfortunately or luckily, there are some limitations. So they're quite strict so far. 20 questions per month for free version, 50 plus 10 per paid seat for standard, and 200 plus 20 per paid seat for pro. So anyone has a chance to play around. And if you have any questions or feedback, you're very welcome to ping us because this is a big area we're working on. And I already know that our like CFO, um, she needs to make some financial reports, and like she spent about 5 hours to do this on her own, and it took about like 15 minutes to make it with AI. And even the data like was correct with AI, which was the most impressive part, to be honest. So yes, I think in this case experimenting definitely worth it. What is coming, uh, like we want to make smart agent smarter, so like the performance, the quality of the answers, these kind of things. We also want to make it possible for AI to interact with your own data. So you could say like create a space for me, no, this is not enough, replace this, improve that. So it could generically change your workspace up to your needs, so like saving your time on creating I don't know, views, fields, even different kinds of data. And in the long run, you could even ask it about like how to configure permissions, and it will be aware of the databases you have. You'll share the use case, and it will help you to do all these kind of things. So that's the direction we are going. I personally think it's very impressive and very amazing. I mean, like, I'm not sure that AI will replace me, because who will make stupid jokes? But I think that this part is pretty helpful and can be used. Um, Other updates we had, wonderful meme. So what else have we delivered? Allow unique fields. Let's go and check out what does that mean. So the use case, duplicates, like very popular one. You have a CRM, you have contacts, and you want to make sure that nothing is duplicated. So you can make almost any field unique. So for example, here we have email. I go to the advanced section, and there are two options: require values to be unique, and whether we want to ignore the case, like Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi. There are a couple of examples. Please, a quick note that this feature is available for Pro and Enterprise plans only. Sorry for that. Unfortunately, we have still to earn some money. If you're on a Pro, nice. Thank you so much for your support. Hope you don't hate Fibery. So uh, you can make different type of fields have unique values. You can apply it to text fields, emails, URLs, phones, numbers, and dates. And you can make up to 5 fields require a unique value per database. So in case of CRM, for example, this can be like phone number, primary email, another email, name. Therefore, already I cannot think of the fifth one. How does it work right now? So if I go to the all contacts, let's say here we have Palina. Palina has Palina Fibery IO email. I go with the next contact. Now my name is like not a unique, that's fine. And let's move my face. Then we have Palina Fibery.io. And then I have a warning that their contact already exists. And I can open, check it out, and decide whether I want to update it or whether I want to do something else or just delete it or delete something I created. Um, so this is the current version. The next steps that we're working on is to detect duplications during the batch updates or import. So it was not a manual action, rather it was possible to make it more automatic. So I hope that the application template, although it's an amazing one, thank you so much, Chris, will become less less needed, I would say. So the next thing are, let me share this tab instead, new filters. Maybe haven't seen it, but I do think that this is an amazing thing as well. As you see, I'm very optimistic. I think everything is amazing, and you're amazing. Yeah, sorry. Um, this is my plan B, to become an influencer, encouraging manager in case my career as customer success fails. So now, if we go to the filters tab in opportunity, there is a creation date field or any other field. And now, if you choose like one of the operators, you have not only like you have a bigger variety of what do we have here. So, for example, I can make finally this month, this week, this quarter, because before it was only possible to say like 7 days from now or 30 days from now. So it was not aware what does this month means, and now it is aware. So you can make like only show me May opportunity, only show me this month opportunities, and it will do this generically. Previous workaround was to have it as a formula, and now like you can get rid of the formula, improve the performance of your workspace, and just switch to the regular filters. Okay, so what do we have now? Now you can pay for Fibery via Apple Pay, Apple Pay. So not sure whether I can demonstrate it. I don't have Apple Pay. But yes, if you haven't subscribed yet, and that was the only blocker, the only showstopper, you're very welcome to. The next thing we improved are section improvements. So Whiteboard lost one of the developers who was working on it. Sorry, Vita. He went to improve. So Whiteboard developer now is working on detecting duplicates, and then he'll be working on files improvements. So he's still doing very helpful part. And we're having Vadim working on Whiteboard still. So what about the section improvements? Like they became much better. Now, if you click on sections, it's possible to hide them. It's possible to log them and unlog them. It's also possible like to rename, and if you duplicate them, it duplicates everything with all the data inside. Also, we like fix it. Tons of bugs. So I definitely encourage you to play around with sections. What is our radar regarding the sections? There are two big problems we are aware of, is that undo is not stable on the whiteboard. So this is what we have in focus and hope to release like in a week or maybe two, we'll see. And that the default position, like forward, or that you need sometimes like to move the card backward, forward. This part is also not working smoothly. So it's going to be improved also, like let's say in June. As you see, I'm very realistic with when setting expectations. And what have we also changed? Oh my God, deleted something else, something wrong. Okay. We added ability to upload bulk of images to the whiteboard. So let me also give you an example. Can I? I hope that live storm screen sharing is not blocking anything, but it seems it does. I promise, like everything was working just perfect. Okay. I think we do have something. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we are. So I just edit in a bulk 2 images. Of course, like the performance, the speed depends on the weight of those images, but I also hope that it will save you some time. Refresh the page. No refreshing. I'm also afraid that something will be broken, but switching between other views also helped. So you're very welcome to add batches of images to the whiteboard and make maybe your mood board or a visionary board, or maybe boring report board or employee board, whiteboard. Yeah, these kind of things. Next, last, I would say not least, but least as well, exact time of notification item. So if we go here and you see your inbox, if you use it by any chance, you can navigate to any notification, click on 3 dots, and now you can see the date and the time. So please make sure that like notifications are grouped by the card. So on the card level, it's not possible, but on the notification itself, it is visible. This is about the updates of this month. I think like the biggest one is definitely Smart Agent. Again, like please use it. It is so amazing. And import part. And we also made some changes, like some new content. We updated templates with Atlassian Team Health Monitor. Although, to be honest, personally, I do not like the framework itself a lot, but we added their fancy AI buttons and automations. So there, the global idea is that you are running forums where people answer repetitive questions like what do you think about the working together, about our team capacity, and it's using the like color traffic system with red, yellow, and green colors. So everyone answers those kind of questions on a repetitive basis, like I don't know, once a month or once a quarter, and then you can like calculate the average mood for your team and make it more granular to understand like which of the areas are not as good as they could be. So in fact, it's like something we are doing with our comments and threads, but just with a specific framework. And there, AI helps to summarize it, like to detect the problems better, so you can check it out just to get maybe inspiration in terms of AI. And we also have new video of Fibery versus Notion AI. You're very welcome to check our YouTube because Notion also has like smart agent. And if you're curious and like checking the standards, the corporate standards, industry standards, you can just check it out and see what are the differences, the precision, these kind of things. Yeah, Fibery is better, but I'm not sure that this is big news. What are future plans? Gantt chart. I'm feeling bad because I'm promising it for the 3rd month in a row, but finally I saw that almost everything is fixed, and I was promised that it will be delivered in June. So keeping fingers crossed. Homepage, also in June, we sent some like pre-release ideas. We have a few bugs to fix, and hopefully it will be released pretty soon. Better files management, probably in July, because in June the developer will be focused still on the did application. Better whiteboard undo, something I already mentioned. Board view improvements, unfortunately, like not full redesign and solving core issues, but redesigning the biggest UI challenges mentioned by our customers across the time, maybe by you as well. find existing duplicates before requiring values to be unique, and manage everything user or user group has access to. So this is what do we plan in terms of permissions. This is it. I mean, like not 20, but 30 minutes, but still not that bad. So yeah. Um, are there any questions? June is gonna be crazy. Hope so. We'll see how it goes, but hope so. Like May was very calm, but Smart Agent is, I think, has to be the star, the diamond of the May. So maybe I am like too pushy with the advertisement, but yeah, sorry, I was just too impressed because I really tested out yesterday, and I was like, I didn't expect it to be that good. So this is why I'm super enthusiastic about it. Okay, so see that someone is typing. Yes, keep up the good work. Thanks. Thank you all as well. I see that we don't have any questions. Maybe it's because everything is very clear. I mean, this could be. Um, so, yeah, thank you so much for coming. You're very welcome to check the recap if or like our release notes or community if you're interested in something specific. Oh, and by the way, we still haven't like our architects newsletter. So if you're not receiving it yet and want to be aware of tips, tricks, and updates, uh, just ping us in chat or an email or even here, and we will be happy to like bring you into our newsletter. Rollout is tomorrow. What do we have today? It's Wednesday. Yes, then the tip is tomorrow. Sorry, it's hard to navigate across the week. Thank you so much and have a great end of the week. See ya. Bye bye.